Hey friends, Pastor Bill Walden here with Build Up the Church. This is a devotional for February the 14th, 2024. It's out of Matthew 27. We're going to be reading verses 45 and 46. Let me set the scene for you. Jesus has been handed over by Pontius Pilate to the Roman guard, and they will proceed to scourge him, and they will proceed to beat him and mock him and spit in his face. And then finally they will cause him, and then eventually a man named Cyrene, who would help Jesus, to carry the cross out to Golgotha. And there they would lay him on the ground and nail his arms onto the crossbeam and then hoist him up onto the vertical post. And he would be fastened there and he would be crucified. It's a terribly dark chapter, very solemn, very grave. There's so much that we could focus on, but I just want to point out one thing. It's when Jesus is hanging on the cross, shortly before he gives up his life. His life was not taken from him. He gave up his life. He yielded up his spirit. It says this in verses 45 and 46 of Matthew 27. Now from the 6th hour until the 9th hour, there was darkness over all the land. Jesus had been fastened to the cross about 9 in the morning, so for 3 hours he was there in broad daylight where people could see him clearly. But at noon, which was called the 6th hour according to ancient time, until about 3 in the afternoon, it was that area was plunged into darkness. History reports that people could see the stars in the sky. It was so dark, it was just like the dead of night, the middle of the night. From the 6th hour till the 9th hour, there was darkness over all the land. It was as if heaven was objecting and responding to the brutality of man against Jesus Christ. And then about the 9th hour, 3 p.m., Jesus cried out with a loud voice, and this is what he said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is, my God, why have you forsaken me? Without going into it too deeply, one of the great tortures of crucifixion was that body weight was suspended on the nail through the wrist, and the body was supported also by the nail through the feet or through the ankle bones. But it caused the body to be suspended in a state of inhalation, the diaphragm working in such a way that you could not exhale without pushing up on the nail in your feet and without rotating on the nails in your hands and through your wrist area. But it's important to realize Jesus said 7 things from the cross. I'm just going to focus on this one. He says, my God, why have you forsaken me? All the things that Jesus could have said, he could have said, my God, why did you let the disciples desert me and betray me? My God, why did Judas turn his back on me? My God, why did Pilate not listen to his wife who had a dream? Look, Father, you sent a dream to her to warn Pilate to not do this to me. My God, why did you let them misunderstand me? My God, why are they brutalizing me? My God, this isn't fair. All the things that we may have said. Jesus said none of those. He simply said, my God, why have you forsaken me? And the word means to abandon or to leave alone. And it's a deep statement, and I'm sure we could never know the fullness of it. It's the infinite Son speaking to the infinite Father. But fellowship between the Father and the Son was severed at that moment, I believe. The Father turned his back on the Son. 2 Corinthians 5:21 tells us this, for he, the Father, made him, Jesus, who knew no sin, to become sin for us, or to become a sin offering for us. Jesus never sinned. He couldn't sin, but he became a sin offering for us. And that sin of the world was transferred onto the person of Christ. And the Father can't have fellowship with sin. And so Jesus gave up, for the briefest moment, eternal fellowship with his Father. It's unknowable to us. God who existed, Father, the Son, Holy Spirit who existed in eternity past in perfect union, in perfect fellowship, in perfect love, the triune Godhead. And of all the things that Jesus could have cried out against, the unfair treatment, the pain, the torture, all of these things, the thing that he cried out was, Father, where are you? Jesus made such a great sacrifice for you and I. Take it in, think on it. It reflects his deep love for you. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.